Jelena and the black mortar the edge of the forest deep in the Russian wilderness, where the pines stood like walls and the wind carried whispers of forgotten times, lay the village of Yaga. There lived Jelena, 16 years old, with her mother. Her father had been dead for many years. Life was harsh. But things turned worse when her mother fell ill with a fever no healer could cure. The villagers shook their heads. They murmured that death comes as it pleases. But an old neighbor whispered something else. There is a cure, but it belongs only to Baba Yaga. Fire salt, stronger than any medicine. No one who went to ask for it has ever returned. Jelena knew she had no choice. If I don't try, mother dies. If I try, maybe I will. With a blanket, a crust of bread, and her small knife, she slipped out while the sun still hung pale above the tree line. The thick pine forest swallowed her whole, and every step echoed like a heartbeat in the dark. The wolf and his warnings, the deeper she went, the more alive the forest felt. Roots seemed to trip her on purpose. Shadows shifted between the trees. A crow followed her, its eyes cold and sharp. In a clearing stood a gray wolf. Jelena raised her knife, but her hand trembled. If he attacks, I won't even have time to scream. But the wolf spoke, his voice deep as winter. Put away your toy, child. I know where you're headed. Baba Yaga already knows your scent. Jelena took a step back. If you know the way, guide me. The wolf bared sharp teeth in something like a grin. 3 warnings: never take food from her, always answer in riddles, and if she asks you to stay, run. Jelena gave him a piece of bread as thanks. He vanished without another word. She's waiting for me, but I'll go anyway. The hut on chicken legs after walking all night, feet raw and bloody, Jelena saw the hut. Built from black timber, standing on chicken legs thick as trees. It turned slowly as if searching for prey. If I turn back now, I might live. But then mother dies. If I go inside, maybe I'll never see the sun again. The door opened without a knock. A rasping voice called, "Come in, little bird." I smell young blood. Baba Yaga sat by the hearth, crooked as a root, eyes milky yet burning bright. She sees right through me. She knows why I'm here. I seek fire salt for my mother, Jelena said, bowing low. The witch grinned, teeth long as needles. Stay 3 nights and serve me. Then you'll have what you want. Fail me and you'll be my supper. 3 nights. How will I survive even one? Night 1, the creeping mortar Jelena scrubbed floors until her hands bled. She chopped wood until her arms shook. When Baba Yaga finally fell asleep, Jelena tried to rest in the corner, but the hut never stopped moving. Its long chicken legs scratched at the ground. Its walls creaked like bones. Near midnight, she heard the mortar scraping across the floor. It moved on its own, slow, hunting. If she catches me asleep, I'm dead. Jelena stayed awake until dawn, trembling. Night 2, the skulls in the dark. The second night, Baba Yaga gave her impossible tasks. Sort a mound of seeds. Fetch water from a well guarded by snakes. A black cat with burning eyes whispered as it passed. Use ash to blind the snakes. Hurry. Jelena obeyed, heart hammering. But when she returned to the hut, the forest around it glowed. Skulls with burning eyes stared from every post. Some were fresh, some still had flesh. If I fail tonight, I'll join them. That night the mortar slid closer. Its rim scraped her ankle. She bit her lip to stay silent. Don't move, don't breathe. Night 3, the witch's hunger. On the 3rd night, Baba Yaga grew restless. Child, you smell too sweet to let go. She ordered Jelena to lie in the mortar so she could test her size. Jelena forced a trembling smile. Witches should never measure dinner before sunset. The witch hissed. Jelena threw ashes in her face, leapt through the window, and ran. The forest exploded with movement. The hut's legs pounded after her. The mortar and pestle tore through the trees. Run, don't stop. If I fall, I'm gone. Branches whipped her face. Roots clawed her feet. The wolf appeared again. The river, cross it if you can. The chase near death. Jelena reached the river as Baba Yaga closed in. Her breath burned. Her legs shook. The witch's laughter was closer than thunder. I will grind your bones to flour. Jelena threw her last bread crust into the water. It turned into a bridge of ice. She staggered across as the mortar slammed into the bank behind her. The ice cracked. Jelena almost fell into the black water. She crawled to the far shore as Baba Yaga shrieked, unable to follow. But the witch pointed a claw. Run, girl, you can't run forever. I'll find you again. The return and the price. Jelena reached her village at dawn. In her fist, clutched tight, glowed the fire salt. Her mother's fever broke that very night. But Jelena never slept easily again. Sometimes on windy nights, she swore she heard a mortar grinding far off in the forest, and a voice whispering, "Next time, little bird, next time."